Hi, welcome to Tej Academy. I am your PKR. I hope all RIE CEE aspirants are ready for tomorrow's battle, final battle, and maybe many of you might have planned to reach your examination cities well in advance. And before going to examination hall, please do carry some things. I am going to give you a brief of what the items you should carry and what they are going to provide and what you should do at exam hall and what you should not do at exam hall. So let us see, in your admit card they have given very clear instructions. So you should take a printout of e-admit card in A4 size paper with laser printer, is normal printing only, along with a original ID proof. So admit card printout and original ID proof is required. Candidate will not be allowed to enter without e-admit card and at least one original ID. Without original ID and e-admit card, you are not allowed inside examination hall. So as a ID, you can provide your voter ID, DL, PAN card, passport or Aadhaar card. The identity of the candidate will be matched with the ID proof. That is the purpose they are asking you to bring. In addition to that, the candidate should bring ballpoint pen. So you have to take blue or black ballpoint pen for filling the required particulars in the test. Maybe your sign, etc. To fill that, you need to carry your own ballpoint pen, either blue color or black color, to fill the particulars. You will be provided with a paper for rough work. So center is going to give you rough work. You need not carry. They are going to give a paper for rough work. On completion of the test, candidates will have to return the black ball back all the papers to the invigilators. So whatever rough papers they are going to give, you are going to return to them before leaving the center. The second instruction they gave, the CBT test will be held for 2 hours duration, the total timing, with multiple choice questions based on the language proficiency, teaching aptitude and reasoning ability. Each correct answer will carry 2 marks and each wrong answer will carry 0.5. Negative score is there, so please do mark the answers carefully. Questions not attempted will carry no mark. If you leave, there is no mark. The question paper will be bilingual. The question paper will be in English as well as Hindi, only 2 languages. The language proficiency competent will be in English only. There is no Hindi medium for language. However, in case of any typographical error in Hindi, the English version of the question paper will be valid. So this is the second instruction they gave regarding the exam. And the third instruction, if you see, candidates belonging to the PWD category will be given extra or compensatory time of 20 minutes per hour. Additional time of total 40 minutes. So 2 hours exam, so that's why they are giving 40 minutes additional time for the candidates with PWD category on the basis of production of the certificate for difficulty in writing in the examination. So the candidate is required to produce the certificate at the time of biometric registration at the registration desk. The provisions for PWD candidates for appearing in CBT will be governed by the scribe policy as per OM dated 09/09/2020 of Department of Empowerment of Persons with Disabilities. So as per that they are going to give you. And the fourth condition they give, the candidate is required to report the test center 1.5 hours before the commencement of the test. So 1.5 hours before we should report, so that entry formalities, that is physical frisking, biometric attendance, photo matching with ID proof, etc. can be done smoothly. Just like NEET and JEE exam, they are going to match all. For biometric attendance of the candidate, it is advised to keep the fingers clean and should not apply any external material on their hands like mehendi, ink, oil, lotion, moisture, etc. You should not apply on the fingers and go, so that you do not face any problem. No late coming is allowed under any circumstances, and the main gate of the test center will be closed before half an hour from the commencement of the CBT. So before half an hour of the test time, the center gate is going to close. Coming to the fifth instruction, candidates are strictly restricted to bring any electronic gadgets. So these are the things which we should not carry. Strictly restricted to bring any electronic gadgets such as cell phone, Bluetooth, electronic diaries, or any other electronic devices, wristwatches, wristwatch phones, calculators, pen scanners, or multimedia devices, or any other communication devices, even in switch off mode, including jackets, goggles, handbags, wallets, ornaments. Many female candidates, you might be thinking, should we wear the ornaments or not? Very clearly given, you are not supposed to wear the ornaments for the exam and other documents or papers inside the test hall. So when you are entering into the test hall, they are not going to allow all these items. So you be with normal dress so that it will be easy for frisking and without carrying all this. You are not supposed to carry even a simple paper other than your hall ticket and ID proof, other than black ballpoint or blue ballpoint pen. NCERT will not make any provisions to keep them safe custody, and candidates will themselves be responsible for the safety of the things belonging, and RIE will not be responsible for the damages or loss if any. Any candidate who is found with the banned items, copying, receiving, giving assistance or using any unfair means during the CBT will be disqualified, and NCERT will not be responsible for the cancellation of the candidature at any stage of the admission process. So they have given very clear instructions what you should carry and what you should not carry. Coming to the sixth condition, request for change in the test center or date of the CBT will not be entertained. Of course, it is not possible now. Seventh condition, please retain this e-admit card for future record. So you have to keep the admit card safely for future record and produced at the time of checking of documents after qualifying in the CBT. During the counseling time, they are going to ask your e-admit card. In case your e-admit card is without scanned photo, for example, in your e-admit card, your scanned photo should be there. But if it is not printed, please bring 2 passport size photographs at the time of test. So you have to carry 2 passport size photographs and hand over to the invigilator for further action. Some of you might have got a hall ticket, admit card without photo. So you can take 2 passport size photographs to the invigilation at the test center and give it to the invigilator. The candidates appearing in the test should, in their own interest, check their eligibility criteria in all respects so as to avoid disappointment at any later stage. That means some of you want to write for B.Ed, but you applied level 1. You will get a MSc paper. Similarly, some of you appeared has to appear for MSc, but you applied for level 2. So this you have to check. Your candidature for the online test is purely provisional, which will be subject to detailed scrutiny of your candidature fulfilling the eligibility conditions as per the advertisement and admission rules of NCERT CEE 2026. And the ninth one, the details printed on this e-admit card must be checked by the candidates carefully. So you have to check your details carefully. No TADA will be paid for any candidate for appearing in the computer-based test. Candidates shall not be allowed to leave the test hall before the completion of the test. So 2 hours you should sit. Candidates will be asked to remove their footwear before entering to the test hall. So even if you wear a heavy shoe, you have to leave before entering into the test hall. So that's why you can come with a normal sandals. Friends and relatives accompanying the candidates will not be allowed inside the test center. Moving to the next 13th rule. Candidates need to make their own travel and stay arrangements for attending test. Yes. The admit card is provisional subjected to the condition that candidates have fulfilled the eligibility condition like academic qualification, category, domicile, etc. This you might have already checked. 15th one, scribe declaration certificate has to be submitted by the PWD candidates along with the scribe identity proof in case of availing services of a scribe. Next, 16th one, they have given it as very important. Objection in respect of any question and its answer, if any, is to be submitted only through online objection links at RIE CEE website only. For example, if you find some question is wrong or some objections in terms of the question as answer, you have to submit through online objection link at RIE website only, which is going to announce later. The link will start after 3 days of the conduct of CBT. That means third, the CBT exam is going to happen, maybe 4th, 5th and 6th. That maybe our 6th or 7th, they are going to provide the link. It will be operational for a period of 5 days only. They have clearly given link will start after 3 days and that is going to present for 5 days. Objections, complaint related to questions or answers received through any other mode of communication or channel will not be entertained under any circumstances. Non-recipients of the objections within stipulated period will not have any right to question for further any future legal claim if any court law or any forum for re-evaluation at later stages of the selection process. Moving to the computer-based test instruction to the candidates. These instructions will be there on your desktop also before starting the exam. The total duration is 120 minutes, that is 2 hours. In order to formalize with the computer-based test, the candidates are advised to go through the mock test link available online login portal. Already it is given from last 1 week onwards. You might have just checked. Before occupying their designated seat in the test hall, candidates have to undergo biometric attendance, which is mandatory. So please ensure that you will record your attendance through biometric. Without biometric attendance, the system will not allow to log in for the test. Similarly, while leaving the test hall after the completion of the test, the candidates have to undergo biometric attendance. So twice you are going to do your biometric attendance. If you do not do while coming, they are clearly saying the CBT will not be evaluated. This is mandatory. This is to inform that ID and password for the online test will be provided to the candidates 10 minutes before commencement of the test in their respective seat. So you will get a password and ID. The clock will set at the server. The countdown timer in the top right corner of screen will display the remaining time available to complete the test. So there is no need of carrying any watch because it is not allowed. So you will get the time on the screen itself. When the timer reaches 0, the test will end up by itself. You need not submit, that is going to end up by itself. The question palette displayed on the right side of screen will show the status of each question using of the following symbols. So you can see these kind of symbols, which means you have not visited question yet, that is empty white color. Red color, you have not answered the question. Green color, you have answered the question. Fourth one, you have not answered the question but you have marked the question for review. The fifth one, questions answered and marked for review will be considered for evaluation. So this is the color which you should see. The marked for review status for a question simply indicates that you would like to look at the question again. If question is answered and marked for review, your answer for that question will be considered in the evaluation. So you have to think of this. If a question is answered and marked for review, your answer for that question will be considered in the evaluation. So even if you select this also, it is going to consider for the evaluation. So navigating questions instruction is given. To answer a question, do the following. Click on the question number and then click on save and next to save your answer. Mark for review and next to, so based on the options available, you can navigate. So next they have given answering a question pattern. Proceed for answering a multiple choice type of question. Okay, A, B, C, D answers will be there. So based on that, you can give your, to select your answer, click on the button on one of the options, A, B, C, whichever option you feel it is correct. Deselect your chosen answer, click on the button of the chosen option. Again, you should click on the same option so that it will deselect. Click on the clear response button. Change your chosen answers, click the button of another option. So if you want to change the answer, you can choose the another. Save your answer and you must click on the save and next button. So this will be the common process. Most of you might have applied already either NEET or JEE or any other CBT exam. So almost similar pattern of evaluation is there. Just only thing is you should be little bit cautious before starting your exam. You read the instructions very carefully, and you should also consider what things you should not carry. What things you should not carry to the examination hall. So the instruction number 5 is very important. So instruction number 5 is very important, and then instruction number 7 is also very important. If photo is not available, you can carry 2 passport size photos. Similarly, instruction number 4 and 1, ID card and e-admit cards. Hope, I think these instructions you will definitely follow to ensure your smooth attendance of the exam. I hope you have already prepared very well from last 2.5 months approximately. Most of you definitely will do your best, and remember, CW exam is not how much you prepared. It is mainly on how you are going to exhibit your preparation in the examination hall, because the number of seats are very limited. Your presence of mind and identifying the accurate answer will ensure your chances of selection. So be calm, stay focused, and try to give your best. All the best. Thank you.